All right, CDL Book Club, Jeff Mills right here, and we are getting ready to perform the Modernized checklist for throughout the United States. All right, Class B. All right, so we're going to enter the vehicle using 3 points of contact. I'll see you inside. All right, I'm entering 3 points of contact. And let me get my key out my pocket so that we can get this test done. All right. So I'm just gonna put my checklist down. Put my key in the ignition. Turn the key, just use a safe start. Put my seatbelt on. All right. My ABS light went out, it properly works. I'm waiting on the heater coil to go out. The DEF gauge and the fuel gauge, they properly work. The heater coil light went out, so I can turn the truck on. I'm turning the truck on and build up the build up the air pressure to the governor cutout rate. All right, so, but while we do that, we're going to do the in-vehicle inspection. The in-vehicle engine start. This is the inspection for the inside of the vehicle. All right, so my city horn, air horn, properly works. My left turn signal indicator, right turn signal indicator, four-way flashers, and my high beam indicator all properly work. I'm gonna push in the lever to make my windshield wipers spray, and they're not cracked, not broken, and secure. The blades are flush to the windshield. They're not dry rot afraid. The brackets are not cracked, not broken, and secure. No illegal welds, no loose or missing parts, and not bent. The windshield is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No obstructions, no outdated stickers. The seal around the windshield is not dry rotted afraid. My defrost, so make sure it's turned on to the red, and do my vents, turn it on, feel for the air, all right, and then I turn to the defrost, feel at the top, feel down the bottom, they properly worked, so now I'll turn that off. The traffic monitoring devices, those are your mirrors. So I have flat mirror, spot mirror, the hood mirrors, and the blind side mirror on the passenger side. They're all not cracked, not broken, and secure, adjusted for me and clean. The brackets are not cracked, not broken, and secure, no illegal welds, no loose or missing parts, and not bent. The emergency equipment, I have a fully charged fire extinguisher, 3 reflective triangles, and spare fuses. And the fuses are in the fuse box, 6 to be exact, and they're secure. Next, what I'm going to do, I noticed that my air pressure is right here at it's like about 110. So what I want to do is, I'm going to go ahead, because the air pressure is, while it's right there, I'm not accelerating. So let's see. Now, notice right here, the engine lights, the check engine lights, they were getting ready to go off because this truck has an idle system. So you just rev the engine up until those lights go out. So now, let me fan the brakes down, fan some air out to build the air pressure up. So I'm gonna fan the brakes down some. All right, so I'm gonna fan the brakes down, and now, if once I accelerate, the air pressure will build up. Watch. Take my RPMs to 15. See how it's building up? So we're going to build the air pressure up to the governor cutout rate of 120 PSI. So if you're ever in a truck and the air pressure is already built up and you notice that the air pressure is not building up, go ahead and fan it out. Let the examiner know that you know what you're talking about and what you're doing. So we're listening for the sneeze. Eyes on the gauges. All right, so now the truck has reached the governor cutout rate of 120 PSI. So now what I want to do, I want to put 3 fingers up. I want to 1, turn the truck off. 2, turn the key on so the dash lights up. 3, push in the parking brake. Starting now. So 1, turn the truck on. 2, turn the key on so the dash lights up. 3, push in the parking brake. Don't touch the red trailer brake because it's not a part of your test. All right, so now let the air settle and get your time right. And you're going to say, I'm going to hold the brake down for 1 minute and the vehicle should not lose no more than 3 PSI. Starting now. Hold the service brake down. I'm looking at my gauges. And you want to hold for 60 seconds. That's 1 minute, all right? And now, let's say the 60 seconds is up. So I'm going to take my foot off the brake and say that the vehicle did not lose no more than 3 PSI. So now, I'm going to fan the brakes down, fan the gauges down to 60 PSI. The low air pressure indicator and buzzer should come on. This is why you must have your key on. All right, and then I will continue to fan the brakes down to 40 to 20 PSI, and my parking brake that I pushed in should pop out. Starting now. Listen for the buzzer. You hear that? It's properly worked. Continue to fan the brakes until the parking brake pop out. Keep your eye on it and do not touch it. Parking brake popped out. It properly worked. So now I want to turn the vehicle back on and build the air pressure back up to the governor cutout rate. And so let's build that air pressure back up because we completed everything inside. So now we want to go ahead and just, because it's like a race against time. So we don't want to lose time. And you have 45 minutes to perform your test, but we don't want to use 45 minutes. We want to get it done and get it done right. So I'm taking my RPMs to about 15 RPM. So while I'm building up my air pressure, I'm going to explain my service brake test. For my service brake test, this means I don't have to do it, but I would drive 5 miles an hour forward, apply the service brake, and the vehicle should not pull to the left or pull to the right with no unusual feeling. All right? So I have enough air to go ahead and perform my parking brake test. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Now. So now for my parking brake test, aka the tug test, I'm gonna put my vehicle in drive and tug. That's the sneeze there. So I'm gonna put the vehicle in drive. I'm gonna tap the engine, snort the engine there. All right, snort the engine. And I tugged against the parking brake. It held. It properly worked. So now put my vehicle in neutral. And this concludes my parking brake test. So now I'm going to ask the examiner to step out and check my lights operations check. This all external lights. So we're going to check the ID clearance lights. So I'm going to turn my lights on, turn my four-way flashers on, and check the ID clearance lights. The four-way flashers, turn the four-way flashers off, the right turn signal indicator, the left turn signal indicator, and then my headlights, my high beams, all right? And then this truck has fog lights, so you can just, the lever for the fog lights is you just pull the lever out, and that's how you turn the fog lights on, all right? And ask the examiner to go to the rear, turn the four-way flashers back on, It give you thumbs up, turn the right turn signal, the left turn signal, and then tap your brakes, hit the brakes, and they give you thumbs up. Go ahead and turn the truck off. Put the key in your pocket. And we're going to exit using 3 points of contact. And I'll see you in the front of the truck. All right here now. So we're gonna start right here at the top of the trailer. Start at the top of the truck here. And so the ID clearance lights and my turn signal lights, they're all not cracked, not broken, and secure. Amber is the proper color, no condensation. Amber to the front, red to the rear. The headlights are not cracked, not broken, and secure. Clean and clear, no condensation. Fog lights, they're not cracked, not broken, and secure. Clean and clear, no condensation. The suspension is balanced. If the vehicle was not balanced, I would place my vehicle out of service. Underneath the vehicle, no leaks or puddles of broken glass or hanging wires. If I had that, I would place the vehicle out of service. All tires are properly inflated to the manufacturer specification. We're going to open up the hood and control the hood. Now we go to the passenger side. So we're going to inspect the windshield washer fluid reservoir and lines. They're not cracked, not broken, and secure. No leaks. The lines are not dry rot or frayed. And the cap is hand tight. Let's go to the driver's side. On the driver's side, we have the air compressor and lines. They're not cracked, not broken, and secure. No leaks. The lines are not dry rotted or frayed. They're properly clamped. The air compressor is gear driven. Underneath the air compressor is the steering pump. The pump and lines are not cracked, not broken, and secure. No leaks. The lines are not dry rotted or frayed. Properly clamped. And now the engine oil dipstick is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No leaks. How I would check it, I pull the dipstick out, wipe it off, insert it back in, and pull it back out, and it should read between the add and the full mark. The coolant reservoir and lines, they're not cracked, not broken, and secure. No leaks. The lines are not dry rot or frayed. They're properly clamped. The reservoir reads between the add and the full mark, and the caps are hand tight. The steering system. So now we're right here on steering system. We did all the lenses, the fluid levels, and everything. So now we're at the steering system. System number one. So the power steering fluid reservoir and lines, they're not cracked, not broken, and secure. No leaks. The lines are not dry rot or frayed and properly clamped. The reservoir reads between the add and the full mark. The caps are hand tight. The steering shaft is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No illegal welds, no loose or missing parts, and not bent. Has no more than 2 inches of play, free of debris. The gearbox is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No leaks, no loose or missing parts. The steering linkage is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No illegal welds, no loose or missing parts, and not bent. Connected by castle nuts and cotter pins. And in between all metal parts are rubber bushings, and the rubber bushings are not dry rot or frayed and properly greased. Next, we're going to do